Did you see the video of the woman who's a bride-to-be and she's confronting a woman who stole her wallet on the airplane, and then that woman who stole the wallet expected that she would be allowed to take off and fly away with everyone else? Here's the Cliff's Notes. So the bride-to-be accidentally left her wallet, like at the check-in station. She gets on the plane. Oh no, I don't have my wallet. So she goes back, her wallet's gone. So she knows someone on the plane has her wallet.
So welcome back to my channel, and this is what we're talking about today in this video. I don't know how this story got past me. I guess because it happened during all of the World Cup festivities and culture shocks and video reviews and all of that. So but I had to come back to this because this is quite a tale, quite a story that unfolded at the airport on a plane where there's already a lot going on. So let's go ahead and jump right on in.
Hey everybody, it's the bride-to-be who got her wallet stole on the plane. So I'm gonna tell y'all basically what happened from when I realized I didn't have my wallet. So we boarded the flight and I'm just looking like, let me check my purse, my carry-on, let me just make sure I have everything. So I go in my purse and I realized I don't have my wallet. And I just paid for a carry-on, before we boarded the flight. So I'm like, okay, it must be like on the floor somewhere. It must be at the front desk. It must be, where I'm sitting at. It has to be near. So I'm going up and down the aisle looking for my wallet. I went back out, where we're boarding at, that walk through. I went to where I was sitting at. I went back to the front desk. I didn't see my wallet, but I'm like, I just had it. So somebody on this flight has my wallet. So I'm stressed, like, because if I don't get my wallet, like, I can't go on this flight. So, and it's my bachelorette trip, so I have to go on this flight. And I know someone on this flight has my wallet. So the flight attendants, everyone's like, ma'am, what's going on? Like, you're holding up the flight. Like, we need you to take your seat. Are you on? Are you off? And I'm like, someone on this plane has my wallet. So the flight attendant is like, okay, well, we're going to make an announcement. I'm going to have them run the cameras. We're not leaving until you get your wallet. Like, everyone was so supportive because, like I said, I just had it. So someone must have picked it up. So the flight attendant, they make the announcement, and this lady ended up saying like, oh, was your wallet a Louis Vuitton thin wallet? And I'm like, yes. And she described the lady who she saw with it. She said she was a middle-aged white woman. She had black chunky hair. She had on a white shirt, black pants. Not chunky hair. She had curly hair. She had a white shirt, black pants, and chunky Converse. So I'm walking up and down the aisle. My cousin, my sister-in-law, we're all walking up and down the aisle looking for this lady. I ended up spotting her out. I'm like, oh my gosh, black chunky hair, white shirt, black shorts, Converse, chunky Converse. So I'm like, okay, ma'am, you have my wallet. She's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, ma'am, you have to have my wallet. This lady just described the wallet to me. She described you to me. So you can't tell me that you don't have my wallet. I said, ma'am, I'm begging and pleading her, like, please give me my wallet. I really need my wallet. It's my bachelorette trip. If you have any decency in your body, please, ma'am, give me my wallet. And she was like, no, like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have a wallet. I'm like, ma'am, quit playing with me, okay? Because they're about to run the cameras. So you are on camera stealing my wallet. So please, they're running the camera. Save us all time and just give me my wallet back. I beg you. And then she's like, fine. So she gets up, and that's when you see her get up, and she goes in the overhead and she gets my wallet. So she gives me my wallet back. They kick her off. But then I'm like, I'm missing money. She took my money. And then the flight attendant's like, ma'am, give her money back. So then she's like, she gives me my money back. And, everyone was just so supportive. The flight attendant, not the flight attendant, the pilot's like, make sure you count your money, make sure you have everything. And like everyone on the flight was just like super happy that I got my wallet back. And like this one lady was about to, cause she was like, you need your ass whooped. Like everyone was so supportive of me. I didn't know this was even going to blow up like this, but I thank y'all for all the kind words. I read all of the comments. Thank y'all so much. People have been asking for my Venmo. If you want my registry, I'm going to put everything down below. But oh my gosh, y'all, this was so crazy, so crazy. But I'm just happy I got my wallet back. That's all I cared about. But thank y'all so much. I will keep y'all posted. Oh yeah, and the lady got arrested and she got put on a no-fly list, and I'm also pressing charges. Oh, all right.
Yes, I am so glad that story had a happy ending, because How many times has that happened where you thought you had, whether it's your wallet, your cell phone, your purse, and you know, in a, manic, busy situation, and you set it down somewhere, subconsciously, and then you turn around and it's gone, and you have no recourse or to try to find it or locate it, because there's so many people, you're in a busy area, and or you just didn't have a nice enough person to be like, hey, you know what, I saw that. So I love that she had those people stepped up and came forward and were like, oh yeah, we saw, this lady with this description who had her things. Like, thank God for that. And then I love how the flight attendant was so like supportive and helpful and rah and really rallying for the girl. Like, no, give her stuff back. No, do this, do that. Like, no, like they weren't, letting it slide or too afraid to approach someone who had wronged someone. Because you shouldn't be, because if somebody has wronged someone and we should be able to resolve these things, without a bunch of fanfare. So I'm so glad, because I mean, she was getting married, like she's getting married, celebrating, going to celebrate with friends, on a flight. Like, there's already so many moving pieces. So imagine her not being able to have her ID, her money, all of that. Like, that would have ruined everything, literally. That would have brought up so many more challenges and issues, because she was flying somewhere else, and would have needed ID and would have needed money. So I'm just so happy, and I just wanted to, just to hear from her how it worked out. The lady's on the no-fly zone, as she should be. But I did find some other videos where we were able to get other angles of the situation unfolding. So let's go ahead and check these out.
Did you see the video of the woman who's a bride-to-be and she's confronting a woman who stole her wallet on the airplane, and then that woman who stole the wallet expected that she would be allowed to take off and fly away with everyone else? Here's the Cliff's Notes. So the bride-to-be accidentally left her wallet, like at the check-in station. She gets on the plane. Oh no, I don't have my wallet. So she goes back, her wallet's gone. So she knows someone on the plane has her wallet. Someone hears her talking about it. She's like, oh, I saw this woman grab that wallet. And she's like, okay. So they find the woman on the plane. She's like, yo, give me my wallet back. The woman opens the overhead compartment, gives her wallet back. And then she opens the wallet and all of her money is missing. The woman had already stolen all of her money. And I'm going to assume she had a decent amount of money, right? Because she's, she's got the veil on and everything. She's going somewhere on a trip. So then the pilot decides to make the woman who stole the money from her count the money in front of everyone on the plane to make sure that all the money was there. And I love that level of petty for her. Because what, girl?
Exactly. Now, this is another piece of information we had about the pilot stepping up and making her count. Can you imagine being there? Like, you just got your sticky finger self called out, and now you're having to count the money that you stole in front of everybody to make sure it's all accounted for, and to give that woman back her money and make her whole again. Like, that's almost like worse than, it's a great form of punishment for sure, in addition to her other things. But to have her be publicly embarrassed by doing that, chef's kiss.
So this is what happened. The bride-to-be accidentally left her wallet behind at the airport. Another passenger saw someone pick it up, but it was never turned in. Once everyone boarded, the airline announced that the bride was missing her wallet and asked if anyone had seen it. A couple sitting near me spoke up and said they saw someone take it and gave a description. The bride and her bridesmaids walked the aisles trying to find the person based on that description. When they found her, the bride calmly and respectfully confronted her. At first, the woman denied having it. The bride explained that they could pull airport cameras, and that's when the woman admitted she had it and got the wallet out of her luggage. After that, the woman was removed from the plane. The bride then realized the money from the wallet was missing, so we waited for officers to come. Eventually, the money was returned. The bride handled the entire situation with so much grace. She stayed calm, kind, and collected the whole time. Honestly, so impressive. This is where the accused woman pulls her luggage and hands the bride her wallet.
Oh my gosh, there it is.
This is where the accused woman puts her luggage back as if everything will go back to normal now and she'll just take her flight.
Wait a minute, y'all. She literally just, if you, let's say we didn't have the narration and you were just watching the video unfold, you would have thought that was a flight attendant who was reaching up to get something out of the bin for a passenger. And because how so just nonchalantly she opened it, gave it to her, and turned around and walked away as if she was just like, okay, safe travels, everyone. Let's have a great flight. Like, that's insane. That is insane.
The accused woman and her luggage are escorted off the plane.
And I just love the support from everyone. You hear the claps, the cheers, the celebrations that the bride was made whole again and got her things, recovered her items, not just the wallet, but the money inside as well. So the lady had already taken the money out and was just going to try to give the wallet back. Like, I'm so glad she was escorted off the plane and was taken care of and handled, and that charges are being pressed and she's on the no-fly list, because that was insane. But I just love how we all came together, because I felt like that would have been me on the plane too. I would have been cheering, clapping, celebrating right with them for sure. I have one last angle of what unfolded on the plane.
Well, you could see more than I can. Go. Is this the first time you've done
My hand.
She's in row 6.
Hey, Angie. Happy first frontier.
Oh my gosh, there it is.
What is it?
Wow.
Yep, she just gave it to her. The camera.
And there we have it. I love the different angles and being able to hear like the side chat and talk and a little commentary, surrounding the event as it unfolded. So again, I'm so glad it had a happy ending. I hope the bride had a wonderful trip, wonderful vacation and wedding and ceremony, and they start a beautiful life together. So again, I'm so glad. I love happy endings. They're the best, right? Well, anyways, I will catch you next time. Have a great one, y'all.